What's going on, everyone? Talon here, and welcome to another Marvel Future Fight video. Alright, so in this one here, we're going to be taking a look at Shadow Shell. She was the next Warrior of the Sky that I decided to work on. Got her to level 70, just kind of, I don't know, randomly felt like getting her to level 70. I don't think I'm going to get the other two Warriors of the Sky to level 70 because I just realized I'm running kind of low on biometrics here, so I'd rather conserve those. But I do have her at level 70 here. So let's go ahead and take a look at our build before we get into some gameplay for her gears. We have just 2 Ignore Defense Uru on her. I was kind of running low on those, so I think that's why I didn't put more on her, because I don't think we got her to max Ignore Defense. Her 4th gear here is at 22 to get a little bit more Ignore Defense. Her skills, we leveled up the 3rd skill for what? I don't know why I leveled up the 3rd skill. I mean, you can get extra poison damage from it, but I'm not really sure why I leveled it up. The 5th skill is also leveled up, and that was for the 100% chance to be immune to all damage. I don't think that started at 100% chance, and then also to increase the accumulation, because she is a character that accumulates. So with that in mind, that is one of the few things that makes her a little more difficult to play, is because of that accumulation, because you really want that accumulation to get her damage, because without that, she doesn't hit very hard. So you really do need to get hit for her damage to show up. Her leadership skill here is just a debuff duration decrease. Her tier 2 passive is guaranteed dodge 30%. She has a 90% chance to become immune to poison, which there's not much poison right now, so that might become more valuable in the future, and then increase poison damage by 20%. Her Iso 8 set, we do have Overdrive on her. For her custom gear, we have a guard break immunity, poison damage with a 180 proc on her. I had quite a few poison damage obelisks laying around that were rolled okay, so I decided to give her this one because I do think that she benefits from the guard break immunity, because you do want to get hit to accumulate the damage, and she just has damage immunity on the 5th skill, so you could get guard broken quite easily. It does have 3 guard hits, which is nice, but you can still get guard broken out of that, so that's kind of why I decided to go with guard break immunity there, to take advantage of getting hit, basically. So yeah, that's what, let's go over the details here. So yeah, we didn't get close enough to max Ignore Defense yet, so I still need to put a little bit more work into her to get that Ignore Defense maxed out. But in terms of kind of testing her out and seeing where she's at, 42% should be enough. I don't see that 8% really making or breaking the testing here in terms of if she looks good or looks bad. We have everything else just kind of average in terms of her crit rate, crit damage, and attack speed. All of that's just kind of average right there. What is this? She gives herself a little bit of poison damage, and then she's got a bit of attack speed there, and then the Warriors of the Sky tag. So yeah, that's what she's looking like. So let's go ahead and hop into some gameplay and see how she performed in World Boss. Alright, so here we are at World Boss Ultimate. The first one I'm going to be trying her against is Ebony Maw, where you think she would probably be good at, because she is an elemental damage dealer. She deals poison damage, but she has her attack skilled off of physical damage, which is not very good against Ebony here. Ebony has very high resistances against physical attack. So that's kind of one of the reasons why Namor with his uniform on doesn't do very good against Ebony, or not as good as you would expect, considering how he does against the other world bosses, and just considering how high his damage is in general. But since he scales off of physical attack to do his fire damage, he does not hit Ebony very hard. So if we go in with a Shadow Shell here, just using Rachel for the mind control, we'll be able to see that we're not going to do much damage. And another factor of that is because you really do need some kind of mind control or some way to lock down Ebony Maw, because you don't want him teleporting all over the place. And for Shadow Shell here, boom, as you can see, this first one should do a little bit, very little bit of damage. But if we go ahead and do our next attack here, we'll see that it is like 0 damage. And that's because that first attack there, before we started getting that mind control off, we had the damage accumulation because we got hit by Ebony's initial attack. So as you can see, that actually did some damage to him. It wasn't very much, but it did some damage. But then once he got mind controlled and we got back around to our 5th skill again, and we used it and still procced our obelisk, we did almost 0 damage. And that's, like I said, just because any character with a physical attack as like their main source of damage, even though it scales into elemental in this case, is not going to do very well against Ebony. So the actual best world boss to take her against is going to be Proxima, because Proxima, of course, is weak against physical damage, and even though she's elemental, it's like I said, it's mainly physical attack is what's scaling that elemental damage, so physical is going to work out really well here against Proxima. And we do not want to have a mind control striker because we do want to get that damage accumulation, so let's go ahead and hop in with no strikers and we can get an idea of what her damage is going to look like here. I forgot what stage I was going in at. What stage are we at? We'll find out in a second here. Oh, and we're using Blue Dragon's leadership, 65%, and then we have Coulson for his tier 2 passive. We're doing stage 50, so that's actually pretty high up there. So let's see how she does here. So let's pop on over. Let's wait for those spears. Oh, they missed us. But let's see what we do here. Even with part of that missing, as you can see, we still did about the same amount of damage to her as we did to Ebony. So let's hopefully get hit a few times here. So we got hit a little bit. There we go. And we got hit towards the end there. You can see that damage start to ramp up from that. So let's go ahead, hop on over. Oh, we triggered our obelisk a little too soon. Oh, no, it still worked out fine. As you can see, the damage is much better. Her survivability, though, is quite low. You are really relying on the damage immunity from the 5th skill there, and then you kind of have to kite around. Besides that, she doesn't really have any protection on her other skills. She's got that nice movement iframe on the 1st skill, which is what I like to use to kind of move around and also get those initial kind of hits out there. So we have all of this extra damage to hopefully scale with our 5th skill here. So there we go. So as you can see, the damage is not going to be enough to clear the stage here, but it is significantly better against Proxima than it is against Ebony Maw. And actually, she might have enough damage to clear this stage here if we get a good accumulation off here. Yeah, actually, she's going to have enough damage to clear this. Oh, I did that a little too early. And now we're going to be dead. Can we cancel out of that? Cancel out. Ah, run away. What are you going to do, Proxima? Huh? What are you raining down? Purple? Yeah, the purple circles. Can't really tank that because it goes through our damage immunity, or else that would be perfect to stand in. We pretty much just want to stand in the orange circles if she does those and rains down the regular spears on us. So we're going to get some accumulation here, and then boom. Yeah, so like I said, she's pretty straightforward to play because you're basically only using the 5th skill and the 1st skill. Because throwing in the other skills... Oh, there is an iframe on the 3rd skill. I guess I hadn't used the other skills enough to remember that. But yeah, I used the iframe on the 1st skill and that movement because you can actually or direct her with the 1st skill. So as you can see there, I was just moving around the joystick and she went in that... Oh, we died there. In that direction. Where are those spears coming from? She's just got random spears flying around the screen there. I didn't see that before. Those just kind of appeared part way out there. But anyway, as you can see, Shadow Shell does quite well against Proxima here. It looks like we actually would have been able to get pretty close to clearing a stage 50 here with no strikers. And then if we go ahead and pop in a few all defense down strikers, you'll see that she hits a lot harder. So we're just going to use Lady Deadpool and Juggernaut here for our all defense down strikers. We're not going to use Weapon Hex just because Weapon Hex has that crazy high amount of all defense down. So we're going to get a more realistic picture here of just like just a small amount of all defense down. Even though, what is it, stacks up to minus 45% with these two? Because I think Juggernaut's also 40, or Juggernaut might be 55% on the skill he uses. And then Lady Deadpool is 45%. We'll find out in a second here. There we go, boom. Because I think Juggernaut doesn't use his all defense down skill. Whoops, that's my bad. I thought he used the all defense down skill. We missed that again, but as you can see, if we get that all defense down going, the damage is going to spike. So we need our strikers. There we go. You can see that quick little spike of damage there. So let's try to get in our skill here. And then, yeah, look at that damage. So So with that all defense down, she's hitting quite hard. You know what? I'm going to do 1 and 3 just because both of those have iframes. I completely forgot that 3 had an iframe on it. So I can incorporate that into my rotation, get a little more damage because of that residual dragon that she's got from the third skill. Are we going to have purple circles? No purple circles. That is perfect. Ooh, how much damage are we going to do here? Ooh, yeah, that's nice. So yeah, see, her damage is quite nice. So in terms of overall damage, I don't know. I like her damage, but her survivability is a little bit low because you do have, it's kind of like Gambit. You just use that one skill, and then you kind of want to run around, and then you can use like the skill 1 and skill 2 if you want to get that iframe and try to incorporate those in there. But sometimes she'll lose a little bit of tracking just because of Proxima jumping all over the place. But overall, I like Shadow Shell here, so I need to try her out against GBR, see how she does in there. Actually, we just have Master Mold today. Not as impressive as Galactus, but I'm kind of curious to see how she'll do. So let's go ahead and try her against Master Mold. Yeah, let's do that. So let's hop over to a fight against Master Mold. Alright, so here we are loading into GBR. Again, it's just Master Mold today. I think he is Speed type, but she's universal, so it shouldn't matter too much what type he is. But we're using Wasp for leadership and also her tier 2 passive for the debuff removal. And then we have Coulson for his tier 2 passive. We have one teammate here that's not really going to do much of anything. And then we've got another one here with a tier 3 Namor. Hopefully that Namor doesn't wreck Master Mold too quickly, because I'd like to get a little bit of information here on how Shadow Shell is going to perform or how much damage she can do. But we will see. So let's wait for this to load here. Waiting for other players. Come on, other players, load in. I'm ready to go. I want to see what Shadow Shell can do here. There we go. All right, we got Master Mold. You think you can take on my Shadow Shell here? Oh, who is that? Oh, that was the guy with the Namor. Well, I guess we'll be able to figure out what Shadow Shell can do here since the Namor left. Just have the AI controlling him, so we'll see how good the AI does. Again, we kind of need to get hit. Oh, there we go. The Sentinel tried to stomp on us. That'll give us a little bit of extra damage. Oh, hold on. I'm waiting for my 5th skill. This is going to take a little while here. And blast that Sentinel into oblivion. That Namor is still killing everything, which is okay for these initial ones here, since I have to wait so long just to get my skill off. Okay, let's kill these guys. Come on. I mean, the one Sentinel that she's aiming at dies pretty quickly, but that's... Oh, hurry up. Switch. There we go, a little bit. Run away. Actually, no, don't run away, Woo. Trigger our debuff and get hit by that. Ooh, that was a little bit of damage. Is that Namor still alive, or was that me? I don't see the Namor doing any of his stuff, because we had a little bit of damage accumulation there, and there is no damage accumulation on that one. And, oh, no, I'm the only one left alive here. Do something to hit me. Hooah! Ooh. That was not too bad. Right away. That damage was looking pretty good. Look at my attack spinning around him. Oh, it triggered my Obelisk there. Boom. Yeah, what do you think about that, huh, Master Mold? Huh? Shadow Shell's a little too much for you, isn't she? Yeah, hit me with your repulsor blast there. Run away. Oh, we had our damage proc trigger a little too early. Ooh, that still did some pretty good damage. Alright, one more. Here we go. He knocks you out of that. I forgot about that. Even if you have guard break immunity, that still does a number on you. Stop trying to hit me with that. Okay, now you can hit me with that. Come on, let's trigger the next phase. Go, go, go. Not quite. It's going to be pretty slow, but the damage is pretty good against Master Mold here. Run away. So far, so good. Alright, we don't need... Oh no, don't knock me out of my skill. Go, dragon, go. Or snake. Shoot him. We don't have the best survivability, though. That's the only downside here. Get hit like by one stomp, and I think we're... Yep, there we go. Get hit by one stomp, I'm pretty sure she's going to be dead. But, actually, that was like 3 minutes. That was a little slower than I thought. But when we're hitting with that 5th skill, at least some bars were melting. I don't think we're getting hit by any of that. Oh, yeah, that was some pretty pitiful damage. We didn't accumulate at all. Try to stomp on me or something. Come on. Yeah. Oh, he knocks me out of the skill, though. That was not part of the plan. Alright. Hit me. Ooh, yeah. See, there we go. You need that damage accumulation. It's like night and day how much damage she does with and without it. It's just kind of annoying that when he does that stomp attack, it knocks you out of the skill. That is a little annoying. What are you going to do? Okay, you're going to do this. Well, here we go. Damage. Oh, damage to us as well. Switch characters. But we're doing pretty good. Are we going to be able to clear this in time, though, is the question. I believe that penetrates or pierces your... Oh, I didn't get over there quick enough anyway. Hit me. Yeah, a little bit there. Alright, let's go for big damage here. Big damage. Oh, knocked me out of the skill. It could have been big damage if I didn't get knocked out of the skill. I don't know. Don't kill me. Her damage is all over the place just because he relies a lot on that accumulation. Here we go. Oh, we died. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure... Oh, yeah, it doesn't pause. I'm pretty sure we were actually on pace to clear this. Maybe. Were we on pace to clear this? Either way, if we weren't on pace to clear it, we were going to get very close to clearing it within the time. So yeah, she does pretty good here in GBR against Master Mold. Galactus is probably going to be a whole different story, but a few things that make Master Mold a little tricky to navigate with her is just getting knocked out of the skill from that swipe that he does at the start, and then in the next phase when he stomps on the ground, that knocks you out of the skill as well. So those two things will really hurt her damage. But if she doesn't get knocked out of that, or you get hit by a different skill, the accumulation, she starts hitting really hard. So that's quite nice. So I'll try her out against Galactus in another video. I don't anticipate it going very well, but if you need another clear for Master Mold here, you can put up some respectable damage with Shadow Shell. So yeah, I guess that's going to be it for this video here. Let me know if you invested in Shadow Shell, what kind of obelisk or CTP you gave her, and if you're having fun with her because of that, what game modes you use her in, because I'm kind of curious if you're using her in high-end World Boss Ultimate, if you have used her in GBR as well, if she does good for you. So yeah, just let me know, but that's going to be it for this video here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.